Glad to have you back to 1337, the future of podcast. I'm Max, and with me today is Sophia, ready to dive into some really fascinating source material you've sent our way.
Hello. Always excited to see what we're uncovering.
Well, get this. You've inherited an apartment in London from an aunt you never knew. Talk about a plot twist. But it gets even better. This isn't just any apartment. It's practically a portal into a captivating story.
A story that unfolds in the shadow of Highgate Cemetery, no less. Not your average final resting place.
Okay, you're right about that. Highgate Cemetery, from what I'm gathering, is like stepping into a Victorian novel. Winding paths, ornate tombs, a real sense of history.
It makes you wonder about those Victorians living so closely with death. Did it make them appreciate life more? Fear it? This backdrop really sets the stage for a story exploring the delicate balance between those two.
And speaking of balance, let's introduce the characters whose lives are about to intertwine. We've got Julia and Valentina, American twins, inheriting this mysterious apartment from their aunt, Elspeth.
And then there's Robert, Elspeth's lover, who also happens to be a scholar of the cemetery. Plus we have Martin, a brilliant crossword puzzle creator grappling with OCD, and his wife, Marique.
Already I'm sensing some serious potential for drama. But before we get into that, Elspeth's will has this strange clause, barring the twins' mother from ever setting foot in the apartment. What kind of family history are we dealing with here?
That immediately raises questions about Elspeth's character. Was this about protecting the twins? Or punishing their mother? Such a deliberate exclusion hints at deep-seated resentment, perhaps even a dark secret from the past.
Ooh, intrigue. And I'm already hooked on these twins. They're obviously drawn to the cemetery, exploring it with that youthful curiosity.
Think about it. For them, it's not just about morbid fascination. They're trying to unravel their family's past, their connection to this aunt they never knew. That search for belonging is a powerful motivator.
Absolutely. But we also see tension brewing between the twins. Julia seems to crave freedom, while Valentina is more anxious, dependent on her sister. Classic twin dynamics, right?
But magnified in this case. Imagine inheriting not just an apartment, but your aunt's unresolved emotions, secrets potentially buried alongside her. It's a lot to unpack, both literally and figuratively.
Speaking of unpacking, let's talk about Martin. His OCD is portrayed so vividly, dictating his every move. It makes you realize how much mental health can shape a person's entire world.
Exactly. For Martin, his brilliant mind is both a gift and a curse. He's trapped in these cycles of compulsion, and it's affecting his marriage, his ability to connect with the world. It raises the question, can someone be brilliant and deeply troubled at the same time?
And then we have Robert. I can't help but notice his intense fascination with the twins seems to echo his relationship with Elspeth. Is this about finding a replacement, or is there something deeper going on?
I think it's more than just finding a substitute. Robert's drawn to the mystery, the echoes of Elspeth he sees in the twins. It speaks to the complexities of grief, how it can make us seek familiarity in unexpected places.
It makes you wonder, is he truly in love with the twins, or the idea of them? The ghost of Elspeth, so to speak.
That's the question, isn't it? Is he trying to recreate the past or escape it? And can he truly connect with anyone while still so deeply entangled with someone gone?
And then we have this element of the supernatural. Elspeth's ghost isn't just a fleeting presence. She's actively trying to connect with her nieces.
It makes you wonder about the boundaries between the living and the dead, doesn't it? Is this Elspeth seeking closure, trying to protect the twins from repeating her mistakes? Or is there a darker motive at play?
Especially since she seems to be manipulating events, communicating through a Ouija board, even possessing a stray kitten. I mean, how far can a ghost's influence actually reach?
That's where the story delves into some pretty fascinating ethical territory. If Elspeth can influence the physical world, does that mean she can control people's actions? And if so, where does free will come into play?
Right. And it's not just the twins she's influencing. Remember how Robert becomes increasingly obsessed with communicating with her, seeking her guidance even in death?
Grief can be a powerful force, and Robert's search for answers in the afterlife is both heartbreaking and dangerous. It raises the question, can we truly connect with the dead? Or are we just projecting our own desires and fears onto them?
And then there's Valentina. She discovers she has this unique ability to connect with Elspeth more directly. She can see her, feel her presence, even have conversations with her.
It's like she's been given a key to unlock this hidden world, but is she ready for what she might find? And is Elspeth truly looking out for her, or are her motivations more self-serving?
Because Elspeth definitely seems to be encouraging Valentina's desire to break free from her twin, even going so far as to suggest faking her own death.
That's where things take a dark turn. It makes you question Elspeth's intentions. Is she trying to help Valentina find independence, or is she manipulating her for some unknown purpose?
And then the unthinkable happens. Valentina actually attempts to die by invoking Elspeth's power. Talk about a cliffhanger.
It's a chilling reminder that playing with forces beyond our understanding can have devastating consequences. And it leaves us wondering, is Valentina truly dead? Can Elspeth or even Robert bring her back? And if so, at what cost?
This whole supernatural element adds such a layer of complexity to the story. It's not just about family drama and tangled relationships. It's about the very nature of life and death and the blurred lines between the two.
Exactly. And it makes you think about our own beliefs about the afterlife. What do we truly believe happens when we die? And would we want to come back, even if it meant losing a part of ourselves in the process?
But amidst all this supernatural intrigue, let's not forget about Martin. His struggle with OCD is so relatable, even if we haven't experienced it ourselves. You can really feel his isolation, the way his compulsions control his life.
His story is a powerful reminder that mental health challenges can affect anyone, no matter how brilliant or successful they may seem on the surface. And it highlights the importance of seeking help, of breaking free from the cycles that hold us back.
Especially since he's dealing with his own form of loss. His wife, Marique, leaves him, unable to cope with his increasingly debilitating OCD.
It's a reminder that even the strongest relationships can be strained by mental health challenges, and that sometimes letting go can be an act of love, both for ourselves and for those we care about.
But even in his isolation, Martin forms this unlikely friendship with Julia. She sees past his compulsions, recognizing the brilliant and caring person beneath the surface.
It shows that connection can emerge in the most unexpected places, especially when we're both grappling with our own forms of loss and loneliness, and their interactions are mutually beneficial. Julia helps Martin confront his OCD, while he offers her solace and understanding in her time of grief.
And then just when we think we're starting to understand the family dynamics, we get another bombshell. Elspeth and the twins' mother, Edie, were twins themselves, and they actually swapped identities at one point.
Talk about a plot twist. It makes you question everything you thought you knew about the family, and it adds a whole new layer of deception and hidden truths to the story.
Why would they do that? What could have been so compelling that they felt the need to switch places, potentially risking everything in the process?
That's the question that drives the rest of the narrative. And as the story unfolds, we learn more about their motivations, their fears, and the unintended consequences that ripple outwards, affecting not just their lives, but the lives of everyone around them.
It makes you wonder. Are the twins destined to repeat the same patterns of deception and codependence? Or can they break free from the legacy of secrets that has defined their family for generations?
That's the beauty of a well-crafted story. It leaves us with questions that linger long after we've finished reading. It challenges us to think critically about the characters' choices, to consider the complexities of family dynamics, and to ponder the enduring power of secrets and the impact they have on our lives.
It's like this family history is a tangled web, and the more we pull on one thread, the more knotted it becomes. And at the center of it all is this question of identity. Who are these twins, really? And how much of their lives have been shaped by the choices made by those who came before them?
That's the heart of the matter, isn't it? Nature versus nurture. Are we products of our genes destined to follow in our family's footsteps? Or can we break free from those patterns and forge our own paths?
And then, of course, there's the question of Valentina's fate. She's, well, dead, but not gone. She's existing in this strange in-between state, a ghost tethered to the cemetery.
It makes you wonder about the nature of the afterlife, doesn't it? Is it a place of peace and rest, or a continuation of our earthly struggles? Valentina seems to be embracing her ghostly existence, but there's a lingering sense of unease, like she's not quite whole.
And she's not the only one trapped in this liminal space. Elspeth is there too, and their roles are reversed. Now is Valentina guiding Elspeth, helping her navigate this new reality.
It's almost like Valentina has found a sense of purpose in death that she lacked in life. She's no longer the anxious, dependent twin. She's the protector, the guide, the one in control. But what does that mean for Elspeth?
Right. Elspeth is finally forced to confront the consequences of her actions. The pain she's caused, the manipulation she's inflicted on those she claimed to love. Is there any possibility of redemption for her in this ghostly realm?
That's the question that hangs over their spectral reunion. Can we truly atone for our past mistakes, even after death? Or are we forever haunted by the echoes of our choices?
And then we have Robert. He flees London, trying to escape the guilt and grief that consume him, but ultimately finds himself drawn back to Highgate Cemetery. What is it that keeps pulling him back to this place of sorrow and secrets?
I think it's a combination of things. There's the unresolved grief over Elspeth's death, the guilt over his role in Valentina's fate, and perhaps a lingering hope that he can somehow make amends for the past.
But is seeking redemption in a graveyard even possible? Or is he just chasing shadows, deluding himself into thinking he can change what's already been done?
That's the struggle he faces, isn't it? Trying to find peace amidst the ruins of his choices, seeking forgiveness in a place where the past and present collide.
And what about Julia? She's left behind in London, trying to piece together a life without her twin, the one person who defined her world. It's heartbreaking to see her grappling with this profound sense of loss, the emptiness that now fills her days.
Her journey is perhaps the most poignant of all. She's forced to confront the reality of her codependence, to learn how to exist as an individual separate from the twin who has always been her other half.
But there's a glimmer of hope for her, right? Remember how she meets Theo, Martin, and Maruka's son? He's dealing with his own form of loss, the pain of his parents' separation.
That encounter suggests the potential for connection, for healing. Two souls brought together by circumstance, each seeking solace and understanding in the wake of their own personal storms.
It's like the cemetery. This place of death and decay is also a catalyst for new beginnings. A place where the living and the dead intersect, where grief and hope intertwine, where the past and present converge to shape the future.
And in the end, that's what makes this story so compelling. It doesn't offer easy answers or neat resolutions. It leaves us with lingering questions, a sense of wonder and unease, a deeper understanding of the human condition in all its messy, complicated glory.
So for our listeners out there who are drawn to stories that challenge and provoke, that explore the mysteries of life and death, the complexities of family and identity, this one's for you. It's a haunting tale that will stay with you long after you've turned the final page.
And for those who are curious about the rich history and haunting beauty of Highgate Cemetery, this story offers a glimpse into its shadowy depths, its secrets and sorrows, its enduring power to captivate and inspire.
Well, there you have it, folks. Our deep dive into the intertwined lives within an old London building, a tale of twins, ghosts, and the enduring search for connection. We hope you've enjoyed this journey as much as we have.
And if this exploration has sparked your own curiosity, we encourage you to visit 1337podcast.com, where you'll find more deep dives into fascinating topics, thought-provoking discussions, and engaging stories that will fuel your imagination and expand your understanding of the world around us.
Until next time, strength and honor, I am Spartacus.
Thanks for watching. Tap into 1337podcast.com.